Okay, this says I'm 75% through. Hopefully that's true. I would like to finish it. I finished Rise of the Ronin like the other day. Literally, I just straight recordings until I beat that game. So like I finished it and now I have to work on like everything else, especially Baten Kaitos. Cause that one game just took over my entire life for like a whole week and a half, 2 weeks.
Leading to the highest levels of brutality ever recorded, with the pointless bloodshed sure to scar the psyche of all those involved for years to come. Haunting words from one of the survivors of last night's charity bake sale at the Garden District's Haven for the Elderly. And now, news from the war. The battle for the Western Food Reserve Grotto was successful. That is the only detail I have to report. And now, more exclusive audio from what has been dubbed the Goodies for Geezers Bake Sale Massacre.
Hey, a letter arrived from Dad.
Dear Lil, thanks for writing me back, but your letter concerned me. I'm sorry to hear that you and everyone aren't doing so well. Worrying about you kept me up all night. I didn't get a wink of sleep. And the next day at roll call, when they were asking if anyone was a mechanic, I yawned and stretched and they thought I was volunteering. So now I'm stuck with mechanic duty for the next big battle. They say this time it'll be fought in the air, and it's my job to help repair the planes. Don't tell anyone, but I really don't know what I'm doing. But my grandfather was a master mechanic, and I'll always remember the words he said to me when I went to visit him as a kid. What the hell are you doing here, kid? Get out of here! Can't you see I'm trying to look for things to fix so I don't have to spend time with your grandmother? So I guess if I investigate each aircraft that comes my way, I'm sure I'll find something to fix. And then I'll help win the battle. Thanks, Granddad. That goes for you too. If you draft any would-be airmen, make sure there isn't anything on their end that needs fixing first.
Is that like a hint? Like, is that who we're looking for now?
Anyways, I better go. Drop me a line again, will ya? But this time, maybe don't write such bad news. If I accidentally volunteer for something I'm not trained for again, who knows what'll happen? Sincerely, Dad.
Sincerely. Okay, I guess I'll be on the lookout for a pilot.
I'm so glad he's okay. I'll write him another letter tonight.
My spies have informed me that there is increasing dissatisfaction fostering dissent within the enemy's inner circle. Do with that information what you will. Oh, do I have to call her? I feel like I have to call them like every fucking time. In addition to the forces that were drafted, the outcome of the last battle was also due to the state of our equipment. Pay extra attention to what our men, women, and creatures are marching into battle with. I mean, the other guy didn't have anything, so... Although their proposal for addressing our little food shortage problem was rushed through council without their scrutiny or approval, please extend my associate from Catering Corps every possible courtesy, and don't trouble yourself too terribly with the nature of the plan. Nothing to see here, as they say. Guardsman Randy has been brought out of forced retirement to supervise our food stores. Welcome back, Randy. Isn't that bad? Wasn't he like a traitor or something? Or some kind of, he rebelled or something. I may have stolen a deck of tarot cards off an old wandering nomad type woman. So far, everything I've predicted has come true. Now the old bag yelled something about a curse if the cards were overused as I was running away, but I'm sure it's nothing. Look at me, I'm batting 1,000. I'm batting 1,000? I've got all the answers. Call me, call me now. This doesn't help with anything. Like, maybe the weapon one, if they have a weapon.
Oh, unhand me, you fools! I must be granted entry immediately! Hear ye, hear ye! I have come to relay the terms of the immediate and unconditional surrender of the sprawl to the Kingdom of Petrod, as dictated by His Royal Highness Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrod. Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King Faneuil, son of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen Talia, daughter of King Salvatore, son of Queen Fettabel.
Yes, I know who he is. Remember? I told the princess not to marry him, and I'm feeling better about that choice by the second.
Okay, so what you want?
Let me in, peasant, Princess Desdemona.
Peasant? Wow, I didn't realize you were royalty.
Well, I'm not.
So that means you are also a peasant, right? And it's Queen Desdemona now, so put some respect on her name.
Very well. Let me in, person of equal social standing. Queen Desdemona will want to hear what I have to say.
This guy comes from a hostile enemy nation. I'm not sure I'm buying what he's selling.
I don't think you were talking to me, but you're wrong. I'm selling the straight goods.
Okay, what did this say? It said, what did it say? Should I call? I have a thingy. Should I call her? Hey, yo, there's this guy here. What do I do?
Terms of immediate and unconditional surrender, is it? Let them in, but make sure you know exactly what is on their mind. You know what they say. Keep your enemies close, and your friends so close you're practically kissing.
Is that what they say?
Sure is, and I should know. I have a lot of friends.
With that philosophy, I'm not surprised.
Okay, smack him with the truth spray.
It is my intention to divulge the top secret battle plans I have been made privy to the Queen in exchange for food for my people. We are starving, and if the sprawl can help us, I will be sure to help you end this conflict to the best of my abilities.
Okay. I guess I'll let you. I mean, he didn't say anything after. Alright, welcome.
Thank you. Hopefully this exchange of food for information will help put an end to this bloody war.
Exactly. Having heard their true intentions, you let them in. Now it's up to the queen and other people above your pay grade. Okay, that was good. That was good.
Ahoy, child manning the gate!
Ahoy! Adult in a basket?
Ha ha! I like your spirit. I am here to enlist in Her Majesty's Air Force.
Okay, I mean, he looks little, but where's your balloon and your hot air balloon? Oh, what did it say? I mean, we're looking for pilots, but... Oh yeah, and maybe, I guess he said to look out for things or people that need their air thingies fixed. But like, would a hot air balloon really help? Pay extra. Okay, so maybe I should call her this time because I don't know about like a hot air balloon without the balloon, sir.
He doesn't seem like the type to win us an air battle. Seems more like the adventure tourism wannabe type. Then again, beggars can't be choosers. If you can guarantee that his hot air ball will function properly, draft him. Otherwise, this is not Royal Air Force material.
Okay, so we gotta try to fix this hot air balloon. So what happened to your hot air balloon thing?
Once inflated, my grand contraption shall sail high above the clouds. First, I will destroy the enemy air force, and then it will take me no time at all to traverse the entire world at that altitude.
So how does this grand contraption of yours work anyway?
When inflated to almost bursting, this ball will carry me up into the sky, keeping myself inside this wicker basket aloft. Simple science.
I feel like you're missing some steps.
I also feel like he's missing some steps.
I first read about the floating ball machine in a book about a chap going around the world in 80 days. Julie Goblin Vernon, I think his name was. This was many years ago, mind you, so I figure doing the same in 79 days should be a piece of cake. A new record, I'd wager.
See, he doesn't seem like the fighting type.
Of course, all that depends on whether or not you help win the upcoming air battle first, right?
Obviously. That is definitely my top priority.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't, because obviously it's not.
I have doubt.
I also have doubts, so I'd rather not. Like, if you have to be in it to win it, my guy. You can't just do it for the lols, for setting that Guinness World Record.
Alas, now I will never prove myself to those bastards at the Royal Academy Club who doubted me. Instead of glory in the air, I shall retire to the countryside. Perhaps if I lay low and gather stamps from across the globe, I can convince them that I did in fact make my grand journey and traveled around the world in 79 days.
He can still do that. It's just that he can't help us fight and do that at the same time. Like, pick
Good luck
one.
on your weird side quest.
Yeah, pick one or the other, my guy.
Hey, I remember you.
Really? Most people don't. Regardless, I am here today on behalf of Catering Corp regarding our services and food management. We are prepared to oversee the appropriate distribution of the Sprawl's food rations up until the time when this war is resolved in favor of either side.
Very heroic of you to volunteer aid.
The proposed services rendered come with a detailed budget and a projected ROI.
Less heroic.
What's the ROI? I don't know what an ROI is. Okay. So, although their proposal for addressing our little food shortage was rushed through council, please extend my associate and don't trouble. Should I call her anyway? Ma'am, the guy is here.
Oh, goody. I've been expecting the Catering Corp to arrive with a plan to aid us with the food shortage crisis. It's said to be a good, solid plan. And a little more. And that's all I need to hear. Let him in at once so we can begin to address this population growth problem once and for all.
Population growth? I thought it was like food stuff.
I thought it was a food ration problem.
Yeah.
Tomato, tomato.
I don't think so. Should I check?
It has come to our attention that the food rations are being severely mismanaged. If this trend is allowed to continue, the Sprawl will be completely out of food in a week.
Are you sure your numbers are correct?
Of course our numbers are correct. All we do is numbers. We eat, sleep, and breathe numbers.
Honestly, lately, I've never eaten so well in my life.
That's exactly what the problem is. Children should not be eating well, or at all if we can help it.
So should I just let him in? Well, let's see what it says. Let's see what it usually gives me a hint.
You may enter, and do your best to help us with our food crisis.
Thank you. We at Catering Corp know that you and your general population are going to enjoy eating Soylent Beige nutrient bars as much as we enjoyed making them.
Congratulations, you helped with the food shortage crisis. However, it comes at a terrible, terrible cost. But you helped with the food shortage crisis. So then what should I do? What should I do about that? Should I call the other guy? I guess 6 tries. Should I call the other guy up? What did his thing was like he has like a crystal ball or whatever now? Should I call him now?
Hey,
We are.
very.
Alright, what was it? I may have stolen a deck of tarot cards off a wandering woman. He got all the answers, so let's call him.
Let's consult the old tarot cards. Looks like we pulled the guy being hung upside down from a tree card. But he's covered in barbecue sauce, and there are a bunch of penguins around him. Sounds like your guy and his group of flightless aquatic birds are hiding something pretty twisted. Something tells me don't let him in.
Okay. Should I use the truth spray again? Would it work on him?
I feel compelled to verbally dictate Catering Corp's food rationing plan. Item 1. All individuals above the weight of 71.6 kilograms will be allowed a single 14.7 gram ration of Soylent Beige nutrient bars per day. Item 2. Anyone below 71.6 kilograms will be restricted to food scraps and/or edible waste, either begged or foraged. Item 3. Individuals below 71.6 kilograms who succumb to hunger will be collected and repurposed into said Soylent Beige nutrient bars in order to sufficiently feed the remaining individuals above the weight of 71.6 kilograms.
Oh wait, what? Individuals below 71? Ew. Ew.
So concludes Catering Corp's extremely efficient plan to solve the Sprawl's extreme food shortage crisis.
Collected and repurposed into Soylent Beige nutrient bars? Oh my god! I've got to tell everybody! Soylent Beige is people!
Not just people, it could be goblins or ogres as well.
So should I not let him in after that? But then we won't have any. So should I? What should I do? What should I do? Should I call her now? Be like, ma'am, your plan is fucked up. I don't know. I don't know. Also, I wasted all my friggin' truth spray. Ma'am, help.
Oh, goody. I've been expecting the... It's said to be a good, solid plan.
I thought it was a food.
Tomato.
Okay, so maybe I just shouldn't let him in. We put him in jail.
I'm not gonna let you in to turn our people into food.
But what about,
No!
again, not exclusively people? We're open to all creatures.
Just no.
Oh, you discovered Catering Corp's nefarious plans and stopped it in its tracks. I mean, people are still starving before Star. Fuck, we're gonna, you know what? Just come up with a different plan, okay? Also, that guy said he was gonna help.
What's the holdup? I figured most of you Guardian Defender types would be out fighting on the front lines. Let's move it along. I got a Goblin Ball match to set up.
And you are?
Albert St. Lush, manager of the Sprawl Brawlers.
How are we like? We're racist against goblins, but the manager of our I guess it's Goblin Ball makes sense. Okay. I need to check every single time. Well, it's not really about anything specific. Okay, what are you in for?
I didn't think any more home games were being played this season. You know, because of the Siege of the Sprawl, the threat of invasion, and the ongoing war that could destroy us all.
Yeah. Let me in and I'll make sure we get one last game.
You sound very confident about that.
What's not to be confident about? I'm a Goblin Ball manager. I've been managing Goblin Ball since you was in diapers. Besides, I've got a plan how we can get a game going.
Okay, I've gotta know. How are you gonna field a team for a Goblin Ball match?
Most of the choice players from the Sprawl Brawlers are out fighting on the front, protecting the innocent, blah, blah, blah. My plan is grab the best looking prospects from whoever we've got defending the walls, load them up with, confidence, and put the team together. Easy peasy.
No, we need them.
You think that the best of the rest from the Sprawl could really go toe-to-toe with a proper Goblin Ball team?
Absolutely. And just between you and me, I think there's a chance we may have the better team. Wink.
We shouldn't focus on fucking Goblin Ball when there's a war happening.
You didn't actually wink, you know. You just yelled the word wink.
Or did I? Wink.
Yeah, you did. Twice.
Okay, I'll give you the inside dope. It's funny in a second. Check these out. So long as the players don't ask any questions about what they're getting, it's totally legit. The secret ingredient is pure basilisk venom. What? You think those on the Milton Marauders ain't doping? You're crazy.
Should I take these and then... Because, I mean, it's like illegal drugs, right? Should I take them? I don't know if I should take them or not. I feel like as like a good Samaritan guards person, I should take them and then deny the guy. I will take these, sir.
Well, there ain't no way I'm gonna win with these bombs now.
It's fine. Just goodbye.
Look, can I level with you? I know this will weaken our defenses, but the Sprawl really needs this. And you could probably use this on...
No, just get out of here. He even said he knows it'll weaken our. I don't want our defenses to be weakened. We wanna survive.
You never did like Goblin Ball, did you?
We wanna survive. We wanna not be on fire.
Honestly, not really. But my dad sure does.
Well, he's probably very disappointed in you right now. Good day.
It was absolutely the right thing for the Sprawl spread thin resources, but now there won't be a Goblin Ball game, and where's the fun in that? You will not be able to visit the arena, okay? That's fine. I don't go there anyway.
Echo!
Echo!
Oh my god, what a lame joke.
What is?
That your name is Echo and...
Echo!
I hate myself.
Okay, what are you doing here?
What do you want, Echo? And don't you dare say Echo again.
All right, little sister. Chill out.
What are you doing here?
The Mages Guild are all gathering in the Sprawl to discuss our place in the war efforts. Been a long time since we've all been summoned together like this.
Who summoned you?
Who summoned you?
The High Council of the Mages Guild summoned their membership by sending a glowing green light into the sky. A sort of signal that tells us we're all needed.
I get it. The mage signal. Good thing you were looking up.
You're telling me? The reason I founded the Mages Guild was so that we wouldn't have to all gather together this way. It was a set of guiding principles that all mages would adhere to, so if you knew a mage, you knew what to expect. Kept people from fearing us. Now it looks like some mages want people to fear us. It won't end well.
That sounds to me like a good thing. A set of governing rules to make sure people feel safe? Am I wrong?
I don't think you are, but darker forces in the guild sure do. They think the rules are too strict. They want to use magic to control people and eventually the whole kingdom. If we don't stop them, there could be a rift in the guild itself with mages on both sides. It's getting pretty hairy. These power crystals are what changed things. Back in my prime, a mage might see one power crystal in a lifetime, and even then it might not be a particularly powerful one. What they're pulling out of that dig site could open the door to worlds of possibilities, and not necessarily good ones.
I wouldn't normally say this, but I trust you. I have a power crystal here. It's in a machine called the Chronometer 3.
The Chronometer 3000?
Yeah. How did you...
For years they've been tinkering with power crystals trying to make a chronometer. Oh, this is pretty spooky stuff. Be careful, Lilith. Too much messing with space and time can rewrite the whole world.
Okay, I'll let you go.
Thanks, Lil. I better get to the Mages Guild. But first I may stop by the Twisted Sister and grab some grub. Man, have I got a case of the munchies. Rock on, little buddy.
He was here on official guild business. Sure, he's a stoner windbag, but he's good people. He's good people. I like him. What the hell?
Whoa! Stand down, Peaches. It's all right. I'm here for the draft. Well, me and Peaches.
Okay, the big ass dragon. I'm good with that. You know, like Dad won't care, low maintenance, or actually no maintenance because it's a dragon. Should I call her? Ma'am, there's a girl and her dragon here.
Dragons are tricky. If trained properly and led with a firm hand, they can tip the scales in our favor. If not, they are unpredictable and hard to coordinate a full offensive with. Do you think this dragon is in capable hands, equipped with the proper tools?
I can't even see it. This one seems like a good choice, though. It seems well trained.
You can communicate with...
Peaches. Uh-huh. She's really good at taking direction. Sometimes. I'm still getting the hang of it.
Your dragon's name is Peaches?
I didn't name her. She chose it.
She chose Peaches?
Yep. We tried Ragnar for a while.
Peaches roars with disapproval.
But she really prefers Peaches.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I guess we can...
My dad says that it's unlikely that we'll be called into the fighting today, as the enemy forces aren't really known for their air support. But I'm still really scared. I ride Peaches for fun. I'm no combat specialist. But I am here, ready to be counted if the Sprawl needs me. Or, more accurately, if the Sprawl needs Peaches.
Okay.
Are you sure that you're actually prepared to go into battle?
I know I'm nowhere near as good a rider as my dad, and I feel like I'm missing something. Oh well, I'm here and ready to go.
See, I don't know. See, these ones we don't get graded on, but of course, like, maybe it's like a cop-out, like, oh, you probably should have taken the air balloon guy. Then the dragon rider girl. She did say dragons are tricky, but like this dragon seems to have like intelligence, you know, so maybe it'll work out. We will take the dragon girl. Also, you're like the second to last person, so please, we need you. Better than air balloon guy.
Alright, kid. I think you'll be a welcome addition to the Sprawl's forces.
Really?
Absolutely. It's something about your character, your moxie, your giant intimidating dragon
that I control with my little tin whistle.
Or the disappointed roar.
Have fun in the war.
I don't know. Maybe what if the next guy is better?
Attention! Second Lieutenant Wilbur Caboose Orville, reporting for duty.
Are you talking to me?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I have come from the training grounds at the GLA with the finest triplane that Goblin Engineering has to offer, and I am reporting for duty to
See,
join
look,
Her
then there's
Majesty's
this
Royal
guy. See,
Air
they did
Force.
call me out with the fucking dragon. She seemed normal enough. Like, maybe I shouldn't have. We shall see. We shall see. I mean, he seems legit. More legit than the hot air balloon guy. Okay, ma'am. I have a goblin with a plane this time.
Well, this is just the kind of stand up for yourself and not taking it anymore attitude I want to see in the people of the Sprawl. Welcome the second lieutenant with a salute and a pat on the back, and send him to the runway ASAP. Oh, maybe take a look at what he's bringing in and make sure it's not going to pose any threat to national security. Then a salute and a hearty pat on the back.
Alright, we shall see. Okay, she gave me a hint at least to check him first. Alright, what's in your plane? You got a bomb in there. Is that okay?
Ah yes, that is the finishing touch. Julian down at the GLA equipped the plane with it this morning. I don't think he was an engineer, just an enthusiastic volunteer. She's a large bomb we call the Inside the Park Home Run.
It looks really heavy. How does the plane fly with that?
Well, I haven't tried flying with it yet, just taxiing along the runway at a sensible speed. But there's plenty of space for it to roll around back there, with all those loose tanks of fuel and barrels of gunpowder.
No! No!
Well, there's no way I'm letting you in with this. I wouldn't want you to roll her through the streets with this inside the park home run in case you end up inside the park and, you know, kablooey.
Exactly. Okay, I think that was okay. I think he's good now. I don't want him, like, in the air. Like, he's the only competent one we have here. So then maybe I should have rejected the other girl. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We can always go back, I guess. I mean, I'd like to survive and not be on fire, you know.
Is that your plane?
Yes, ma'am, indeed it is. A SOP with gobbo of primo make and model. As I said, the finest that Goblin Engineering has to offer. Would you like to know her name?
Sure.
Sure. What's her name?
I call her the Green Baron.
Huh.
Is she green?
I don't know much about planes, but that one kind of looks like a lemon.
I assure you the Green Baron is no lemon. In fact, I'd say it's lemonade.
Wasn't there like a guy in, I don't know if it was like World War One. Wasn't there like a plane called like the Red Baron, or like a pilot called the Red Baron?
I'm not sure if that's better.
Whatever, welcome. Now that I took your big explosive bomb, you won't explode in the sky.
All right, Second Lieutenant, head in and report for duty.
But the bomb! How can I help win the war without my bomb?
Trust me, I think it would have done more harm than good.
Me too. I think.
That was the point!
No!
Just keep your eyes on the skies, flyboy. Go for Lil.
Lil, Chuck here. I need you to get your butt down to the Goblin Liberation Army headquarters as soon as you can.
What's up, Chuck?
My wife, the princess, Queen, still not used to that. She has me deploying various non-human agents, groups, and creatures to help with the war effort. And we've discovered a mole. Like a mole. Not like a mole person. Well, I guess it could be a mole person.
I'd like to know what they
Not sure
look
at this
like.
point.
What does a mole person even look like?
Can you come down to the GLA headquarters and help me sort this out?
I'll be there as soon as I'm done my shift.
Thanks, Lil. I'm sure you can help us identify the traitor in our midst.
Yep, sounds like something I'd be expected to do.
Yay!
Lil, thanks for coming. Are you ready to help us whack a mole?
What's the scoop so far?
Yesterday, we captured an enemy spy who confessed that they were meeting with their informant, who is part of the GLA. But before we could get a name out of them, the spy chomped down on a poison tooth. We've gathered 6 suspects. One of them is definitely the traitor, but so far they're all sticking to their stories.
Couldn't you just get a mage to put a spell on them? Or better yet, I could go get some truth spray from the shed and be done with this in a flash.
Good thinking, but the guilty party could have built up a tolerance to truth sprays, or be in league with a corrupted wizard from the guild. Your deduction skills are the only method we can truly trust. Think you can help us out?
Well, I have done this once before, but it was a low-stakes situation with my little friends. I guess I'll see what I can figure out.
You can interact with each of them twice. They'll just repeat their stories after that. See if you can detect any inconsistencies about their whereabouts last night, and catch them at a lie.
Oh, is this a mole person? Okay.
Last night, I was here with Chuck organizing flyers for the war rally. You can ask him yourself, but if you're looking for a mole, look to my left. They're literally a mole. What more could you ask for?
Listen, I know everyone's gonna think it was me because I'm a literal mole. But last night I was at a bar in Little Ogre Town watching the Goblin Ball game, I swear. I never miss a game, even when they're out of town like they were last night.
I'm trying to see, because I was like, oh, because I did deny this guy, but I guess they wanted a home game, I guess.
I was at a friend's house, a friend who was out of town. I was at their house while they were out of town. They asked me to water their plants while they were out of town. It's the truth.
I know where I was last night. I was at the big game happening downtown, but I'm more concerned about the big guy to my right.
Wait, where'd the other guy say? He said he also saw a Goblin Ball game. But he said they were out of town. I think, right? He just said they were out of town.
Have you ever met a troll you liked or even trusted? Something seems fishy about his story, if you ask me.
I honestly have no idea who the traitor is, but all I know is that it's not me. Ask anyone who works at the bar in Little Ogre Town. They'll remember me. I'm a really bad tipper.
Okay.
So, Lil, who is it?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I thought I could ask him.
It was, all right, fine, you caught me. I didn't go to a friend's house to water their plants. I was out on a date with a human I met last week. Guess I still feel weird talking about it, but the date went great.
Okay.
Chuck will vouch for me. I was here. I've got Brawler Seasons tickets, so some nights I'm at the arena, but last night they were playing out of town.
Look, see, last night they were playing out of town.
As to who the traitor is, I don't know what else to tell you. Don't overthink it. They're a freaking mole person. You're looking for a mole. Come on.
Okay, he said they were out of town. He said they were downtown. Downtown isn't out of town, is it? Like, am I overthinking this?
I told you, I was at the Goblin Ball Arena last night. I live around the corner from the stadium, so after the match I went straight home, no funny business. I'd ask that elf. Hard to trust those uptight, pointy-eared snobs.
Okay, so something about this. Right? They said they were out of town. He said they were out of town. He said they were downtown. So...
I was quietly meditating in my chambers last eve. The degrading acts of skulking in shadows you're picturing are obviously more in line with a creature half the honor of an elf. Someone like a halfling, perhaps? They're half the size, therefore they're half as trustworthy. Stop wasting everyone's time, and accuse that suspicious-looking halfling already.
Last night I was attending my sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's birthday party. It was quiet down by the Goblin Bowl arena, with it being an away game and all, so I didn't see anyone on my way home.
Okay, so both of them are saying it was an away game, so they were out of town. They were out of town.
I don't know why anyone would suspect me. I have a leftover apple tart in my freezer to prove it.
So maybe it was this guy? What did he even say? Like, this guy not involved. I guess these two aren't really involved because they're just blaming. Well, he said he was on a date and he's not even mentioning anything. So, and then he said he's just blaming this guy. So,
fine, I'll confess. I don't actually have any leftover apple tart in my freezer because I ate it on the way home. My sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's mother is a professional cook and I couldn't resist. You should lock her up for the crime of making irresistible desserts.
Listen, I know everyone's gonna think it was me because I'm a literal I never miss a game, even when they're out of town, like they were last night.
Okay, like 3 people say that it was an away game. It was an away game. Okay, so out of town. I think he actually also said they were out of town.
Last night, I was here with Chuck organizing Chuck will vouch for me. I was here. I've got Brawler
They were playing
Season's
out of
ticket.
town.
As to who...
Okay, so out of town. Didn't give a shit. Also didn't give a shit. He also mentioned that they were out of town.
Last night I was attending my sister-in-law's cousin's nephew's birthday
An away
party.
game, so they were out of town. Okay, there you go. So what about you?
I know where I was last night. I was at the big game happening downtown, but I'm more concerned. Have you ever met a troll?
He says downtown.
I told you, I was at the Goblin Ball Arena last night. I live around...
Okay, there you go.
So, Lil, who...
I think it was... the Cyclops.
What? Why me?
Because you claimed you went to the Goblin Ball match last night, but the Brawlers played an away game. You're clearly lying.
Very clever, little girl, but it's no matter. You and your kingdom will burn, and out of the ashes a new glorious nation shall be born.
Take them away, Carl.
Good work, Lil. We couldn't have done it without you. We'll make sure they're properly punished for their crimes.
Oh, just one more thing before I go.
Yes?
I got nothing. I just always wanted to say that.
Okay, great. Yay! That one was pretty easy, I guess. Should I get an extra truth spread? How much do I have? 50? And then it costs like 30?
Lil, how are you,
Not too many game overs today, Garbs.
I'm not really sure what that means, but maybe I've got something for it.
Look, see, illegal performance enhancing drugs. Get them out of here. Becoming a drug smuggler. A bomb. Sell the bomb. We want another truth spray. Maybe X-ray. Okay, we're good. Hey, today wasn't so bad. Maybe if I fuck up with the girl and her dragon,
Oh, hi, Lil. Back home after a long
I
day's
can
work?
go back and fix it.
You know it.
What a laugh. You, a working stiff.
It's a riot. Hey, Arda, you got a pen and paper? I want to send my dad another letter.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
This time, I really want to cheer Dad up. What kind of joke should I tell him?
Write a good joke. Lil will write a letter that includes a really, really good joke. Are you sure? Yeah. He doesn't seem to be the type to be into dirty jokes, but I don't know. Maybe
That
I
should
just
put a
can't
smile on
read
his
him.
face. Thanks, Arda. Can you send it for me?
My pleasure. I know how much your dad loves to hear from you.
Hey, anyone here? Hey, how was the meeting?
The Mages Guild is gathering in the sprawl to discuss our place in the war efforts. Been a long time.
Oh, it's just like, okay, repeating.
When was that?
The last time was the only time. It was the founding of the Mages Guild itself. Before that, we were divided into factions, gathering with other mages who shared our sense and...
Jane Goblin Austin. Yeah. Thanks for the...
Anytime.
Oh, this is so weird, being out with you. Anybody could see.
Oh, that's his date.
Aw, honey. It's what's on the inside that matters. I'm not embarrassed to be seen with you.
Embarrassed to be seen with me? I'm worried someone's going to see me with a human and tell my mother.
Oh, brother.
Him too.
You know what? She's cute.
We're all thinking of your dad, Lil. We're all thinking of your...
Today was a good day. Today, I hope we win this
I've
fight.
done...
The Petrardian envoy Fenton Harcourt III delivered his message to the palace and defected to the sprawl to live out his days manning a shop that repaired bugles and any other brass instruments that require and pursed? Is that a typo? And pursed embouchure? He couldn't be happier in his new adopted home. The Queen was able to use the top-secret battle plans to shore up the Sprawl's defenses, which made a huge difference, at least for a few days. Having been denied entry into the Sprawl, the Catering Corp rep went back to corporate headquarters with a surplus of the food supplement bar known as Soylent Beige. While the Catering Corps execs weren't pleased by the loss of this contract, they also weren't surprised. Soylent Beige hadn't been selling like it used to, not since the FDA made it mandatory to display the ingredients list on all packaging. Was it the artificial flavor and coloring, the MSG? No, it was the main ingredient, human flesh. Catering Corp would have to deploy their best marketing wizards to spin a new angle on this. Denied his planned big comeback Goblin Ball game, Albert St. Lush wasn't able to convince a single pro team to hire him as their manager, so he set his sights lower and went on to coach at the minor league level until a doping scandal got him fired from that job too. He repeated this process for teams in AAA, AA, Single A, etc., until he finally wound up coaching a Little League Goblin Ball team, the Sprawl Sprouts, for children 12 and under. They were some of the most suspiciously large 4th graders you ever saw. They swept the season. Echo arrived at the guild hall just in time to speak out against Tyronius and his plans to demand greatly increased powers for the mages from the queen. Echo successfully argued that the guild should use its power to support the city council and guard corps and help the people the war was hurting instead. Due to Echo's timely intervention, Tyronius did not get the 2/3 majority vote that he needed. He and his followers loudly insisted that the election was stolen, and Tyronius vowed to use his own power to stop this war by any means necessary. His people formed a radical group that dubbed itself the Freedom Caucus, and they soon vacated the guild hall in a huff. Echo breathed a sigh of relief at a job well done. he took a trip to his favorite haunt, the Sprawl's premier bowling alley, Pinheads. It was a pretty righteous way to end the day. Correctly identified as being the traitor, the guilty Cyclops was loaded into a catapult and flung at a brick wall the next morning. There was much rejoicing. The Sprawl and its secrets were now safe thanks to your masterful detective work. Oh, was it because of the the bomb? As the dawn sun rose, it was clear that the Sprawl had lost. Their airborne defenses scattered. There was now no way to protect themselves from attacks coming from above. The people of the Sprawl watched helplessly as the enemy wrote a message in the sky: "Surrender, Lil." Most people thought the message must be a typo, but its looming presence has had a severe impact on the city's morale. With his hopes of participating in the battle dashed, Professor Fogg hid in the countryside for 79 days. He emerged and fooled his chums at the Royal Academy into thinking he had, in fact, sailed around the world in record-breaking time. To sum it up, he hid in a barn, managed to bamboozle his fellow academics, and received a free beer for his effort. The little Primaris dragon rider, trying to command her dragon Peaches with just her tin whistle, had a rough go of things. Peaches couldn't hear the whistle above the roar of battle, became disoriented, and in a panic fled combat, then went home. Her father was mortified when he realized that he had failed to equip her with his trusty bullwhip. Oh! Unencumbered by the little inside the park home run bomb, Wilbur Caboose Orville performed impressively, piloting the Green Baron. In fact, he made an impressive 8 kills single-handedly and was awarded the Golden Wings, the highest honor for a Sprawl aviator, and was the first goblin to receive a prestigious award. He did good. You know what? Can I go back?
Whoa!
Dragons are tricky. Do you think this...
Hey, did you hear that? Peaches really responded well to the crack of the whip. If I had time, I'd try to find one of my own.
Look, this whip is only occasionally useful to me. Take it. I have a feeling Peaches will respond to it.
Wow, thanks. I feel much better with this.
Oh, Lil will receive a replacement. Okay, so like they gave me a hint where it's like, oh, you should have given her a whip, or like, oh, the dad forgot to give her the whip and that's what fucked them up. Okay, maybe I helped them, so...
You can... That is...
Yeah, you get...
Oh my god.
Alright, you're good, girl. Let's see if we can't fix this mess.
Alright, kid. I think you'll be a well...
Really?
Absolutely. It's... giant...
And with this handy new whip you've given me, I'll be sure to send those bad guys running.
Okay, hopefully. Okay, now I just need to confiscate this guy's bomb. Cause he actually, you know what? He was good. He was good.
Attention.
Oh, it's still not enough. Do we really need that hot air balloon guy? Oh, wait a second. Oh, we did it. Damn, they had me in the first half, not gonna lie. As the dawn sun rose, it was clear that the Sprawl had triumphed. The smoke slowly cleared from the patch of sky where the battle between the clouds had been fought. It was later later said that one of the clouds was shaped like a short giraffe and the other one looked like a bowl of fruit. Alright, the little Primaris dragon rider commanding her dragon Peaches using the bullwhip you loaned her burned through the enemy's defenses. When they got home from the battle, her father was so proud, he vowed right then and there to leave her in charge more often so he could continue to go down to the pub and bet on Goblin Ball. Unencumbered by the... Yeah, okay, he was the MVP. Well, okay, now they were both the MVP, so... MVPs.